What up? It's Jimmy from odds.com. This is a clip from our big NCAA basketball show. To check out the entire show, hit the link at the bottom of the screen. It's available exclusively on odds.com. Okay, we move on. And that concludes the 4 early games on Max's card. We move over to the night games. And we start at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, Big-10 tournament second round. Indiana Hoosiers 12-14, 7-12 in conference versus Rutgers Scarlet Knights 14-10, 10-10 in conference. We're at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana. See what we are dealing with for this spot. Rutgers opening up as 2-point favorites. That's moved to 3. This total opened up at 131.5, and it's all over the map. There's 132s. But the leading indicator books have moved it down to 130. Indiana closed out the season in ugly fashion, losing 5 straight. They're coming off a 67-58 loss at Purdue on Saturday. The last 3 losses came with second leading scorer Armaan Franklin out of the lineup with a heel injury. He's been downgraded to doubtful for this game against Rutgers. They faced Rutgers twice this year. They lost both. They're led by 6'9" sophomore Trace Jackson-Davis, who averages 19.1 points, 9 boards a game. They score 70.5 points. They hit 43.5% from the field, 33.1% from 3, and just 67.1% from the line. Rutgers closed the season winning 2 of 3. Their final game was a 77-70 overtime win at Minnesota. Jacob Young led the way, 23 points, 7 assists, 5 boards. He's averaging 14.5 points on the season, just behind their leader, Ron Harper Jr. at 15.3. Geo Baker is the other Scarlet Knight who averages double digits at 10.2. It was the 4th Big-10 road win. That's the most for the Scarlet Knights in 7 years in the league. Miles Johnson added 9 points, 15 boards. Montez Mathis scored 12. Baker scored 12. They're looking for their first NCAA tournament invitation since 1991. They would have had one last year had we not been stopped by the pandemic. They score 70.4 points per game, hit 45.2% from the field, 31.6 from 3, and they struggle from the foul line, hitting just 62.4%. Max, we head back to the Big-10. Hoosiers, Scarlet Knights, take it away.
Yeah, Jim, listen, those Rutgers Scarlet Knights, they're a nice group. They play in, I would say, a somewhat questionable state when it comes to character. But Rutgers, what they do well, Jim, they got depth. They got heart. They got great coaching. They got a very good and large advantage against multiple areas of strength for this Indiana team. I think that when you don't have a guy like Armaan Franklin, I think that hurts this Indiana team. I think that when you look at their roster, you don't really want to be relying on guys like Race Thompson and Aliman Durham and Rob Finisi to be your complementary scorers to Trace Jackson-Davis. Armaan Franklin was the guy that emerged out of that internal backcourt competition in the preseason and basically freaking said, hey, Christian Lander, you got really good hair. I like how you look, but I'm taking your spot and your freshman ass is sitting behind me. Well, now this is an opportunity for Rutgers to take advantage of that. You're taking out a 45% three-point shooter possibly. And with Trace Jackson-Davis, as great as he is as operating on the low block, facing you up or backing you down, I just don't think that it's enough to freaking win you a game. I've rarely seen him be able to put up those 36, 38, 40-point performances. I think he's only put up one that I can remember off the top of my head. And I just think that this Rutgers team has their personnel figured out. Montez Mathis is best coming off the bench. Caleb McConnell, while at first with his size, is a matchup disadvantage for a lot of teams. I don't think that you can use that here. So he's better coming off the bench. And listen, with Geo Baker, he's just got to take those Kobe shots. He loves the Kobe shot. And if he can hit the Kobe shot, he's going to hit us a winner. I want Rutgers in this spot, Jim. I think that Rutgers matches up well with this Indiana team. They won at Indiana's home gym. If they score 70+, they're winning this game. They got multiple guys that can beat you. They got multiple key frontline players that can protect the rim, rebound the basketball. Cliff Amori, with his length and wingspan, is going to be freaking unstoppable. And as long as Rutgers avoids being overconfident and gets going early offensively, and they don't fall in love with the three-point shot, of course, I just think that they're going to be able to attack the rim frequently, convert more than they miss, hold their own on the glass, and with the guards crashing to get rebounds too, this Rutgers team just freaking makes you smile. I think that they win the turnover battle, and they have a good time playing on a neutral court. So give me Rutgers. They're going to freaking take care of business against Indiana for me one more time.
Rutgers Scarlet Knights -3 at -110, available at Circus Sports. We've seen it move to 3.5 at a couple of these books that we're using, the legal licensed books in America, but we can find them at -3 at -110.